What's up, everybody? Welcome to PLD Projects or PLD Projects Crown Jewels. That's right. I'm uploading it on both channels because I have significant enough difference in viewership that I feel like I want to make sure everybody watches it. But if you watched it on one channel, you don't have to go watch it on the other. I promise it's the same video, same information. It's a me. It's PLD. Just wanted to upload this video because we do have a small announcement to make, which is going to be affecting the PLD Project's production schedule. As of now, we have our shows on Tuesdays, which are too many different white dudes on film, myself and PJ Campbell going through franchises, alternating with Class Action Live with myself, Maddie Gunner, and Richard Eric Jarvie. On Wednesday, we have the Star Wars podcast with me and Maddie Gunner, Holy Snokes. On Fridays, we have Crown Jewels on PLD Projects Crown Jewels, where I'm going through the Queen catalog. And then additionally, like this month for the 9th, the 15th, and the 22nd, we'll be getting the next batch of review, myself and Lego going through the 1980s Classic V, The Final Battle, parts 1, 2, and 3. And of course, on PLD Projects Crown Jewels, I'm also throwing up some Queen remixes at least once a month, twice a month. I try to do it, and even throwing some other old PLD music up there. It's not that great, but I kind of want it up there for posterity. But things are changing a little bit, more on the PLD Project side than on the Crown Jewel side, although at least temporarily the Crown Jewel side might be a little bit affected, which is why I want it on both channels. So my brother and co-host, Richard Eric Jarvie, who I've been friends with for a long time, and I've been co-host. He's probably my original co-host, I think, for anything I did. Yeah, that makes sense. Richard Eric Jarvie has come to me, and he has said that he needs some time away. There's enough time to commit to the channel at this point with his life, with his job, everything going on. He's doing okay. He just can't commit himself fully and needs to step away for himself. We here at PLD Projects completely understand that, totally get it. Sometimes you have to step away and do what's best for your life, for yourself, for your real world activities. Sometimes this can take up a lot of time and energy, and sometimes you just don't have it. And if you're going to come here and make it's going to feel like a chore and it's going to feel like pressure, then we don't want you to do that. We don't want this to be a fun thing for everybody involved. We want you to be enjoying. We want you guys to enjoy what you're watching because we want to enjoy making it. That's why we do it for. I'm not making a lot of money off this thing. This is about my love for film, my love for music, and everything of that nature. So when Jarvie approached me, I said, of course, dude, we're going to let you go for a little while. Take your time. Whatever time you need, we'll be there for you whenever you decide to return. So I sat back after he broke the news to me on Friday or Saturday, and I thought for like maybe a half a heartbeat about maybe Maddie and I would continue Class Action Live until he came back. And then I decided, you know what? I don't really want to do that. I mean, because it doesn't feel like it's Class Action without Jarvie. Maddie has become a very indispensable part of Class Action, the third cog in our wheel. But Jarvie's been there with me since we started Class Action together back on Action Industries with myself and Jarvie all the time. We had some co-hosts come on every once in a while. Maddie joined up when we made the PLD Projects version. We revitalized Class Action. But it just feels a little wrong to do it without him. I mean, occasionally it might be one thing, like I step away sometimes, they do it by themselves, or if guest host, maybe Jarvie could step away, maybe Maddie could step away and do it every once in a while like that. But to go like full out without Jarvie for the foreseeable future just felt wrong. It just didn't feel like the right play for us. So as sad as it is, as much as I don't want to do it, we're going to put Class Action Live on an indefinite hiatus. I say indefinite because it's not permanent. I'm not canceling the show. But I don't know when we're coming back. It's really going to be up to Jarvie. Maybe Jarvie might never feel comfortable enough coming back. And so maybe it is going to be a cancellation. I don't know. I don't think so. I kind of feel like in my heart, Jarvie will find his way back eventually. He'll get himself in a place where he can love this again and still have the energy and time to commit to real life activities. But until that happens, I don't want to do Class Action. So when Jarvie makes the decision to return, when and if that happens, then Class Action will be brought back in some fashion. But for now, no more Class Action. The other part of that equation, of course, is the Mission Impossible Declassified. We just debuted that show on Saturday. It was Maddie Gunner and Richard Eric Jarvie's idea. It's kind of basically a two mediocre white Europeans on film version. They wanted to go through the entire Mission Impossible franchise on a weekly basis as we lead up to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Maddie was very excited about it. Richard was actually very excited about it too before he finally came to that decision where he had to step away. I don't want to pull that from Maddie. I want Maddie to be able to do this on the channel. And quite frankly, I'm excited about Mission Impossible myself. So I love talking about Mission Impossible. So I made the decision that I'm going to step up and not that I can replace Richard R. Jarvie, but at least I'll substitute for Richard R. Jarvie for the rest, at least most of the rest of the Mission Impossible for declassified episodes. It might be a time where Maddie has another guest host on or something. Maddie's the host of that as far as I'm concerned. I'm just going to be his sidekick in that one. So for the most part, though, I'm planning on being on everyone unless something else goes on. That way, the channel will still have Mission Impossible Declassified every week, every Saturday until Dead Reckoning, which Dead Reckoning we're going to finish up with a live episode in the class action slot on Tuesday. Me, myself, Maddie, and I'm not sure who else might come. Maybe we'll have guests. I don't know. But that's the plan for that at this point moving forward. So what's going to happen when Mission Impossible Declassified ends, when Dead Reckoning comes out? We have our final live show. What's going to fill that slot? I don't really know. Perhaps Jarvie will be ready to come back then. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not going to assume that. I don't know if we need to fill that slot necessarily jumping on going forward. But perhaps since we have a little more time, perhaps we will use that. Maybe Maddie will decide to come up with something else to do on his own. I'm always encouraging Maddie to come up with some stuff for the channel as well. So that could happen, but we're leaving it open-ended for now. So how does this affect PLD Projects Crown Jewels? Not so much, but I am stepping up with Dead Reckoning or with Mission Impossible Declassified a little more, which is a weekly show instead of class action, which is every other week. So I might end up pushing a Crown Jewels back here or there. Probably more likely going to slow down the Queen remixes. I'm going to try to get some out because they are very popular on the channel. I'm going to try to get them going still. I'll probably slow down on my other stuff that I do for the channel as well. But hopefully things on PLD Projects Crown Jewels will stay pretty much on target. But that's it. That's really all I have to say today. Hopefully you'll understand and wish Jarvie the best. And of course, we will always try to continue to push things on PLD projects. I do hope maybe you will be supporting all of other shows that come about. You'll support Mission Impossible Declassified. We'll still continue on To Be Different White Dudes on film, Holy Snooks, of course, review, Crown Jewels, everything we got going on. Who knows? Maybe we'll come up with something else. And the Harris Science is coming. This actually might give me a little more time after Mission Impossible Declassified. I initially wanted to put the Harrisons on June 29th, which is the Thursday after our final review of the final battle. My goal is to do the first episode there. Does the does the Mission Impossible Declassified maybe push that back into July? Maybe. We're going to see. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm close on it. I'm close on what I want to do in it. But we shall see. It is coming, though, definitely this summer. I know I've been promising it for quite a while. And hopefully I'll get going on that and do a little more quicker as we go through to get through the process of the formatting. So what does that mean for the immediate future? Well, no class action tomorrow or today if you're seeing this. If you're seeing this I'm recording this on Monday night and I'm uploading it on Monday night. You know, I'd not be seeing it until Tuesday morning. There'll be no class action live today. I know we promised or we announced a Into the Spider-Verse versus Across the Spider-Verse, which would have been quite a battle. I loved Across the Spider-Verse, and I was hoping to talk about it, especially with relation to the first film. But these things do happen. Maybe I'll do that on a Patreon exclusive web series I do potentially. That's where I might have to talk about it. But yeah, so no class action today or going forward. This is an immediate kind of thing. This is as of today going forward. I'm using those Tuesdays now to record Declassified with Maddie. We're using that slot so that I am able to jump in, and I have the time there already kind of already scheduled out. So I will record Declassified with Maddie on Tuesdays going forward, so we can get them ready for Saturday. Well, that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this, and I hope this makes sense to everybody. And I hope, like I said, I hope everybody wishes Jarvie well, and stick around. We got some great stuff coming up. So until then, take care, everybody.